Good evening. I'm Joshua Staton, and I interview people that have been through historical moments in time and historical events. Who am I here with today?
Son, my name is Tate Maders.
Can you tell me a little about your life before the heat wave?
Well, in those days, me and my folks lived in Wichita, Kansas, and there was no air conditioning back then. Every once in a while, someone had a car. Mostly, there was no cars. Then we'd work on a farm. We had just a crops farm, no livestock, and we lived in a little place, and we'd work the work the land, and we'd sell at little markets. And it was me, my pa, my ma, and my little sister. We had a good life, very simple life. We just get up with the sun, or well, on weekends. Rest of the time we get up earlier than that, and then we go to sleep with the sun.
All right, all right. How did the 1936 to the 1937 heat wave, like how did that affect your life? How did that affect how did things change, should I say?
Oh, it just changed. It made everyone in town spend all their time trying to figure out how to cool off. It was so hot all the time. So, you know, everyone had to drink so much more water. Everyone had to, if you had to do work outside or chores, we found out the best thing to do get up long, long time. Now, before the farm, like I said, we would get up a little before the sun anyway, but we found out we get up earlier and earlier and earlier because we wanted to get more and more and more of our work done before the sun ever came up. Living on that farm, we never could get it all done before the sun. So when the sun came up, it made just everyone work slower. You always had to get the sweat out of your eyes to try to see what you were doing without your eyes stinging.
Yeah.
At night, we didn't have one of these fancy A-frames. We just had a little shack with a flat roof. So at night, my pa and I would sleep out on the roof. And one thing it did, especially after time went by, it made us check on our neighbors a lot, especially if they were old. We spent a lot of time carrying water to the older folks, making sure they were okay.
It's a very kind thing for you to do, sir. Um, what did you guys do to stay cool? Like, obviously, besides the
Good.
water, like
That's a
how would
good
you?
question. We'd drink a lot of water and always carry like a pitcher or something water. My ma, she would have a bucket that she set out on the porch, and she would always keep wet rags in there so that you could go over and you could grab a rag, you could put it on your neck or put it on your head to help you cool off a little bit. We would try to work in the shade as much as we could if we could do that. Now, like I said, most folk didn't have cars, but old man Miller up to the street, he had an old truck, and if you could afford it, you had to save up, but you give him a penny, and he would take you for a ride in his truck, and that would cool you down a little bit. That's about the only
Yeah,
time I could get cool. And you needed sort of a rest. It was like if you get cool just a little bit, then you felt like you had a rest, and you could face the next hot day.
yeah, I can imagine. How did you and your community help each other get through this besides the truck? You guys got together a lot.
We did get together a lot. We started having church outside instead of inside, and we'd have it in the shade, and then we'd bring water around like us little lads. We bring water around to everyone during the church service, and then everyone in the community we'd agree on times and make sure the old folks, like I said, got checked on. Um, Now, in 37, things Roosevelt was talking about, one thing we started doing was trying to plant things to get rid of this whole dust idea. And I tell you what, it was really hot. Whoo, because we had to work all day planting. But we The government, if you knew where to get them, the government would hand out little saplings of like hedge apples, a lot of different things like that. So I remember we would go out and we would all work together, take turns going over different people's farms and planting hedge apples, long rows of hedge apples. They said planting on the western side to keep the ground from blowing away and make that dust stop. And it took a while to take, but I reckon it worked because it got a little better after that. It never did get quite so bad.
Amen, amen. Looking back, what's a lesson you think people could take from this experience? And if there's anything else you would like to add, you may, absolutely.
Well, just stick together, like you said, people helping each other. That's always good to do, especially looking on your old folks, help them out, and just have a lot of determination. And thank God for the simple things. You know, we learn to thank God a lot for water, for any little breeze.
Amen.
And one thing I noticed, I can tell you have to live through something like that. We weren't rich. We didn't have lot of clothes anyway. But I learned, especially that second summer, only wear one pair of clothes that whole summer because you're going to sweat so much it's going to turn your clothes nasty and yellow. So you're going to do that, you might as well only do it to one pair.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tate, for your time. It's a honor talking to you.
I've enjoyed it, son. Thank you.
Thank you.